Top 25 Council Interview Questions and Answers. Council interviews evaluate your community focus, problem solving, teamwork, and public service mindset. These questions help you prepare strong, structured answers that demonstrate responsibility, integrity, and practical decision-making skills. 1. Why do you want to work for the council? I want to work for the council because I value community service and want to contribute to improving local services. I'm motivated by roles that make a real difference in people's lives and support fair, safe, and efficient community operations. The council environment aligns with my values of integrity, public responsibility, and teamwork. I believe my skills can positively support long-term community goals while ensuring residents receive reliable support and resources. 2. What do you know about our council and its priorities? I understand that your council focuses on improving local infrastructure, ensuring public safety, supporting community programs, and delivering high-quality services to residents. I've reviewed your recent strategic plans, which highlight sustainability, digital transformation, and community engagement. I respect your commitment to efficiency and transparency. I want to contribute to these goals by supporting projects, listening to community feedback, and helping create effective solutions that benefit residents and promote long-term development. 3. How would you handle a difficult resident complaint? I would begin by listening carefully and showing empathy, ensuring the resident feels heard and respected. I would gather all relevant information, remain calm, and avoid making assumptions. After understanding the issue clearly, I would explain any procedures in place and provide realistic solutions or timelines. If needed, I would escalate the matter to the appropriate department. My goal is always to maintain professionalism and deliver a positive, respectful experience. 4. How do you prioritize tasks when managing multiple responsibilities? I prioritize tasks by assessing urgency, importance, and deadlines. I create structured lists and scheduled time blocks to ensure everything progresses efficiently. When necessary, I communicate early about any delays or challenges. I stay organized using digital tools, maintain clear documentation, and regularly review progress to stay on track. This approach allows me to balance competing tasks while ensuring accuracy, accountability, and high-quality performance in all council-related duties. 5. What does good customer service mean in a council setting? Good customer service in a council environment means offering clear communication, fairness, patience, and respect to every resident. It involves understanding council policies well enough to explain them effectively and ensuring people feel supported. It also requires timely responses, transparency, and a problem-solving mindset. Providing accurate information and maintaining professionalism, even under pressure, helps build trust and strengthens the community's confidence in council services and operations. 6. How would you respond to a resident who is angry about a policy you cannot change? I would stay calm, listen attentively, and acknowledge their frustration. I'd explain the policy clearly and professionally, ensuring they understand the reasons behind it. Even if the policy cannot be changed, I would focus on offering alternatives, guidance, or next steps that might help. My goal would be to de-escalate the situation, maintain respect, and ensure the resident feels heard while maintaining the council's standards and rules. 7. Describe a time you worked as part of a team. In my previous role, I collaborated with colleagues to complete a community-related project under tight deadlines. We divided responsibilities based on everyone's strengths, communicated regularly, and supported one another with problem-solving. I ensured tasks were completed on time by staying organized and offering help where needed. The project succeeded because we worked collaboratively, respected each person's role, and stayed focused on achieving a shared goal. 8. How would you handle confidential information? I treat confidential information with the highest level of professionalism and responsibility. I follow all council policies and legal requirements for data protection, ensuring documents and digital files remain secure. I never share information with unauthorized individuals and only access details necessary for my duties. If I am unsure, I seek guidance before acting. Protecting residents' privacy builds trust and ensures the council maintains its ethical and legal obligations. 9. How do you manage stress when workloads increase? I manage stress by staying organized, creating a clear plan of action, and breaking tasks into manageable steps. I remain calm under pressure and focus on productive solutions rather than the difficulty of the workload. When needed, I communicate with colleagues or supervisors to align priorities. I also practice healthy habits outside work to maintain balance. This approach allows me to stay focused, effective, and dependable during high-demand periods. 10. What skills do you bring to this counsel role? I bring strong communication skills, attention to detail, and the ability to work calmly with diverse community members. I have experience handling administrative tasks, managing documentation, and resolving issues professionally. My teamwork, problem-solving abilities, and commitment to public service ensure I can support council operations effectively. I am also adaptable and willing to learn new systems, ensuring I meet evolving community and organizational needs. 11. How would you ensure accuracy in your administrative work? I ensure accuracy by following structured processes, double-checking information, and carefully reviewing documents before submitting them. I take time to understand procedures clearly and ask questions if something seems unclear. Using checklists and digital tools helps maintain consistency. I maintain a calm, focused approach, especially when handling sensitive data. Accuracy is essential in council work because it supports fairness, compliance, and reliable service delivery for the community. 12. Describe a situation where you solved a problem effectively. In a previous job, a resident needed urgent information but the system was temporarily unavailable. I gathered manual records, contacted the relevant department, and provided accurate details safely. I kept the resident updated and ensured they understood the situation. This proactive approach prevented frustration and maintained trust. It taught me the importance of staying calm, using available resources, and focusing on solutions rather than obstacles. 13. How would you handle conflicting instructions from managers? I would clarify expectations by speaking respectfully with both managers, ensuring I fully understand their priorities. I'd present the conflict honestly and ask which task takes precedence based on deadlines or importance. Once aligned, I proceed efficiently and keep both managers updated. This approach prevents misunderstandings and ensures transparency. Clear communication and professionalism help maintain positive working relationships and ensure council goals are met efficiently. 14. What does community engagement mean to you? Community engagement means actively listening to residents, understanding their needs, and involving them in decision-making processes. It demonstrates transparency, respect, and willingness to collaborate. Effective engagement improves trust, strengthens community relationships, and helps shape policies that reflect residents' priorities. I believe councils should encourage participation through accessible communication, public meetings, and clear information. Supporting meaningful engagement helps create stronger, more resilient communities. 15. How would you work with diverse community members? I treat everyone with respect, fairness, and understanding, regardless of background or personal differences. I listen carefully, avoid assumptions, and communicate clearly to ensure information is accessible. I value cultural awareness and adapt my approach when needed to support inclusivity. Working with diverse communities requires patience, empathy, and professionalism. By maintaining these qualities, I can help create a welcoming environment that reflects the council's commitment to equality. 16. Why is teamwork important in a council environment? Teamwork is essential because council operations rely on coordination, shared responsibilities, and consistent communication. Different departments work together to provide effective services, and positive teamwork ensures smoother processes and better outcomes for residents. When employees collaborate, they solve problems faster and improve service quality. Strong teamwork also boosts morale, reduces stress, and creates a supportive workplace culture that benefits both staff and the community. 17. How would you handle a task you have never done before? I would start by reviewing any available guidance, instructions, or policies. If needed, I'd ask a colleague or supervisor for clarification to ensure I understand expectations. I approach new tasks with confidence, patience, and willingness to learn. I take notes, follow procedures carefully, and check my work to maintain accuracy. I believe every new task is an opportunity to gain experience and improve my skills. 18. Describe your experience with digital systems or software. I am comfortable using various digital systems, including customer service tools, administrative software, and data entry platforms. I learn new systems quickly and adapt well to technology changes. In previous roles, I used digital tools to manage records, track requests, and communicate updates efficiently. I understand the importance of accuracy, security, and proper documentation. Technology helps councils deliver faster and more reliable services, and I enjoy working with digital solutions. 19. How would you ensure fairness when handling resident requests? I ensure fairness by following council policies consistently and treating all residents equally. I avoid personal bias and base decisions on accurate information. I explain rules clearly so residents understand the process and feel respected. Fairness also means listening fully, being patient, and offering guidance when possible. Maintaining transparency and professionalism ensures residents trust the council and feel confident their concerns are handled correctly. 20. How do you stay motivated during routine or repetitive tasks? I stay motivated by focusing on the value of accuracy and reliability in my work. Routine tasks are important because they support the council's overall service quality. I set small goals, stay organized, and take pride in completing tasks efficiently. I also look for ways to improve processes where appropriate. Maintaining a positive attitude and remembering the impact on residents helps keep me engaged and consistent. 21. Describe a time you provided excellent customer service. A resident once needed help understanding a complicated procedure. I took time to explain each step clearly, answered their questions, and provided the relevant documents. I ensured they felt supported and not rushed. The resident thanked me for my patience and clarity. Experiences like this show the importance of empathy, communication, and professionalism. Delivering helpful, respectful service builds trust and reflects the council's commitment to community support. 22. How do you handle tight deadlines? I manage tight deadlines by prioritizing tasks, staying organized, and working efficiently. I break work into manageable steps and avoid distractions. If challenges arise, I communicate early to adjust priorities or seek support. Remaining calm and focused helps me deliver accurate work even under pressure. I understand that councils often handle time-sensitive issues, so I ensure deadlines are met without compromising quality. 23. What would you do if you noticed a colleague making a serious mistake? I would address the situation calmly and discreetly to maintain professionalism. First, I'd inform the colleague privately and offer help if needed. If the mistake could affect residents or breach policies, I would follow council procedures by reporting it appropriately. My goal would be to resolve the issue responsibly without causing conflict or embarrassment. 24. Why is accuracy important in council documentation? Accuracy ensures residents receive correct information, services, and decisions. Errors can lead to misunderstandings, complaints, or legal issues. Councils must maintain reliable records for transparency and compliance. I always double-check details, follow procedures, and stay organized to avoid mistakes. Accurate documentation supports fair decision-making and reinforces public trust in council operations, making it a key part of professional, responsible service. 25. Where do you see yourself in this council role in the future? I see myself growing into increased responsibilities while continuing to support the community with professionalism and dedication. I want to develop my skills, contribute to major projects, and become a reliable team member. Over time, I hope to take on leadership or specialized roles. My long-term goal is to support the council's mission while building a meaningful career in public service. Preparing for council interviews requires confidence, professionalism, and community awareness. These questions help you deliver strong answers that demonstrate reliability, integrity, and commitment to public service excellence.